So anyway, long story short, with Ali, you saw him fighting into old age and really going and doing whatever he had to do to get another dollar so he could deal with whether it was a tax issue or women issues, right? A lot of women took a lot of his money. So ultimately, I see a lot of guys having conversations online about, things like simping and these other words, stuff like that. And one of the things that's interesting to me is, unfortunately, again, if you were to use a word like simp, as let's say a guy who lets women just sort of drain him, right, of everything that's valuable in his life. Well, sometimes the guy who's calling every other man a simp might actually be a simp himself. The guy who is saying, look, you're a simp because you got married, could be the guy who's going to be who's going to be simping in court because he's going to be sitting there trying to figure out how to pay all these babies' mamas off who are ruthless when it comes to getting their money. Give me a yes if you've ever dealt with the agony of dealing with child support court. Child support court is not a game. Child support court will drain you of everything. Child support court will kick you all up in your entire ass and leave you to the point where you are just broke, busted, disgusted, angry, sick, mad, whatever. You're going to be mad at God for giving you a penis because you're going to find out the hard way, brother, that is not something to be played with. So Jason Caffey is a guy who, again, this is what I'm talking about. There's something in economics they refer to as the winner's curse. The winner's curse is where you think you won, but really you lost. The winner's curse is where you think you won, but you really lost. What does that mean? Well, I'm Jason Caffey. I'm 28 years old. I'm playing for the Chicago Bulls. I'm playing right next to Michael Jordan. As I'm dunking basketballs, I'm coming out of the games. All the girls are staring me down. All the ladies want to get with me. I'm doing twosomes, threesomes, foursomes. I can sleep with any girl that I see. Next thing you know, I'm now 35, 40 years old. I can't play basketball anymore, so I can't make that same income. But yet at the same time, I have created this trail of tears from all of the interactions I've had with the ladies. So now I've got 10 kids with 8 women and a ton of bills to go with that. And yet I have very little empathy or sympathy from any of these individuals about what my financial situation looks like now. Now I'm not making 2, 3 million, 4 million a year. I'm making 100,000 a year. Now I'm not the guy that you thought I was money wise. I'm something different, but I'm going to court trying to fight to explain this, and nobody is listening. And also on top of that, they're looking at the money that I didn't pay while I was still playing. So I'm so deep in debt with child support that guess what? In 2017, Jason got arrested. They actually took him to jail.